always a good thing. And you never know what's going to happen. Or I do. I can foresee exactly what the shows are going to be like. It's going to be all anti-heroes and nothing but. No spotlight to anyone else. Great. Well, we'll just have to wait and see, won't we? Yeah, that's once again the... Never mind. What a night. What a night this is turning out to be. I'm enjoying this. This Cyrus is putting on one hell of a show. Well, I'm glad someone's happy. I wonder if anyone else are. Answers on a postcard. Well, I guess Cyrus picked a bad time for the anti-heroes and himself to take control of Smashdown, because you know why? Why? Because you know what the next event coming up is? Oh yes, I do. The whole fan interaction thing where they call the shots. Yep, that's our next big event, folks. It's the ASIF. The I is for interactive. Where you can vote on stipulations and matches, and we plan to have a couple to kick off on Raw, which will be after this show. So, and Billy's just running around being stupid again. One. And the referee's counting him out, and the others are just seem to be standing there, and finally the action goes back to normal as Billy decides to plan to go back into the ring, and now he's out again. Now he's in again. I think we should just concentrate on what he's doing. Forget the match. He didn't know he was coming out here a second time. I bet he's glad. He's probably the only jobber that's appeared twice on a big event. Yeah, lucky him. He gets all the spotlight. See, it's not so bad with the anti-heroes running the place. But yeah, on the interactive thing again, a couple of matches to be announced already. You've got a couple planned, haven't you? I have indeed, but I'm not going to spill any beans now. We'll wait for Raw for that. And the voting will commence immediately. And I'm not in charge. But we've all agreed on the stipulations and everything of what the fans can vote for, so I guess we are still kind of in control, just not enough. The ultimate in fan participation is the ASIF, where they call the shots, not us, so we get a break. Oh good, I'll go on holiday. No, you're staying right here still. What's the point? I'm not going to be used very much. You're still going to be used. I thought you had a client to work with. I got two, of course. So you should be working on them. See, you still got a job, and you're an announcer too, so you shouldn't be going anywhere. You've got too many jobs here. But the action in this unknown bonus match, even I didn't know about it, of course. So I'm just like going, whoa, what am I supposed to be doing here? And ooh, big scoop slam by Billy on Rouge, who seems to be focused on. Lucky for her, she gets the less fortunate. Okay, Graham. Oh man, big slam. Rouge taking it all here, and now Samus from behind with this sleeper hold. Can't believe it, they allowed him into the building. Well, they're here, they're in. Sadly, they weren't in earlier, otherwise we would have definitely had a new hardcore. This isn't for the hardcore title, I'd like to point out. I didn't hear anything about Grim putting the hardcore title online. This is simply purely vengeance from Peach, from earlier tonight, because like we were saying, the Dimension X Fighting 3 matches got wear and tear on them, but Grim and Billy have got to be having some wear and tear as well. They've been in action earlier tonight, of course, taking on Peach, which turned into the first ever non-hardcore rules hardcore title match. Now I guess we've got a non-hardcore tag team tornado style match, because the referee just seemed to letting it fly here. It's supposed to be a normal tag team match. And Samus was going for the Metroid Meteor there, but got interrupted by Billy, who's for once got his whereabouts in. And Samus wearing down with a hammerlock. Rouge comes back from behind and Grim with the reverse elbow to counter out of that. But the numbers game is catching up for Grim, as Billy is not being particularly helpful still as he's down on the floor. It's going to be very helpful when you're on the floor. Not indeed. And Rue's maybe looking to finish things off here with Billy, though. He's the weak link out of all of these participants, so if I was going for a strategy, I'd definitely go for him. So would I, but hang on a minute there. Oh, wait a minute, that's it. Wow. You were saying you would go for Billy, and lo and behold, Grim got pinned. Just at that very moment. That's weird. And we got some improv match winners. Wow, how interesting. And Peach gets her sweet revenge, I guess, even though that wasn't the longest match on the planet. Either that or we were just too focused about it, because I can't believe what Cyrus has just announced. But nonetheless, we have winners here at No Way Out in an unscheduled match. A piece of revenge for Peach. So maybe the anti-heroes aren't walking out totally defeated. Who said Peach was ever part of the anti-heroes anyway? She's only the ambassador. She's still got two people that are part of the anti-heroes. Anyway, straying away from the anti-heroes and the freedom movement, I'm glad for this match, because coming up next, it is the first ever Soul Calibur rules match with two very old enemies. The rebirth of the rivalry has been relit thanks to Nightmare invading on Astros' turf, shall we say, and costing him the YouTube title not once but twice, and it's resulted in this match. The first ever Soul Calibur rules with definitely hardcore rules. We ain't changing no rule book here, and you must win by knocking out your opponent not once but twice. Heavy stuff, heavy stuff. And neither one of these guys represent the freedom movement or the anti-heroes, so like you said, we can stray away from that and get focused here on this one, because this one's going to be big and you know it. It's our definitely a very hyped up match here. And Astros may be looking, and of course the winner has been kind of guaranteed a shot at the hardcore title. But that's I don't know about the anti-heroes now agreeing on that, but him now seeing as Grim is the champ.
The following contest is the first ever Soul Calibur rules match. In this match there is no disqualification, and the only way to win is to knock out your opponent twice. Introducing first, from the Soul Calibur series, weighing 350 pounds, Astros.
Astros was one of the most dominating YouTube champions I've ever seen. Or one of the most dominating champions, period, I've ever seen here in the ASF. But his reign ended thanks to Nightmare, his opponent tonight, and Astros is certainly looking for revenge in the worst way. And he's going to be able to do it with this hardcore rule stipulation. They can go anywhere in the building, and that knockout blow can happen at any time. And he's definitely sure that Astros wants to knock out not this individual who's destined, in my book, to be the future, and he's looking to regain his hardcore title and perhaps the YouTube title in the future. But he's got to get through this first.
And his opponent, from the Soul Calibur series, weighing 280 pounds, Nightmare!
Well, a lot of people may be underestimating Nightmare, but let's give it to him. He's a tough son of a beep, to say the very least. A beep. Okay, I'll say it. A bitch. Yeah, that's more like it. Get away from that PG rating. Oh, thank you. That's what the fans are expecting, aren't they? Well, here we go, and you can see the weapons being laid out. The hardcore rules we've established, you can use weapons, and they are encouraged in use as they're laid out around the ring, and Nightmare's already got a table in his hands, and this is going to get ugly in a hurry, and you damn well know it, as Astros is just looking to pound it away at Nightmare, and it reversed that powerbomb maneuver that Astros was trying to pull off just there, right off the bat. Oh, look at Astros, he's just all over him right now. This is, Astros, in my view, doesn't need the weapons. He's just going to completely dominate the rest of this match, perhaps without them. But then again, that's me underestimating Nightmare's ability, and there's me saying in the breakdown show that Nightmare knew what he was getting into when he attacked Astros and cost him the YouTube title, and then again when he did it in that championship chase that we had.